CSK has lost to the Gujarat Titans in their recent IPL 2024 encounter. Once again, unfortunately, brought the scanner on MS Dhoni's role within the Chennai Super Kings. Why so? Because he came out to bat at a time when the match still seemed to be in a relatively winnable position, because you needed about 18 runs and over at that point in time. And from there on out, they proceeded to shut shop. And whilst Dhoni did get a few boundaries, they came at a time when the match situation was done. GT were about to win. It was just a matter of what margin they would be winning by in this particular case. But are people reading too much into the whole Dhoni situation? Should this debate about where he has to bat end? And is he really there mostly just to thank fans and give them a bit of entertainment? That certainly seems to be the theory posited by one of his former India teammates in Virendra Sehwag, who has not only called for an end to any debate around Dhoni's batting position and what it is that he brings to the team, but has also given CSK a little bit of advice on what they must do if they are to continue their winning ways. And incidentally, it comes from MS Dhoni, or the inspiration for that idea comes from Dhoni. What exactly did Sehwag say? Let's quickly take a look at that. The first thing he said was that, listen, I don't want to go into this whole MS Dhoni debate. Wherever he bats, it's fine. He played fine, entertained the public. Who cares if they win or lose? Now, it does seem to be reading a bit sarcastic to me, because again, who cares if they win or lose? CSK definitely care if they win or lose. They are a franchise that have bred success ever since the inaugural editions of the IPL. One of those teams who boast a very proud record of consistently making it to the playoffs, if nothing else, having played more finals than any other team. CSK definitely care if they win or lose. At the same time, Dhoni definitely seems to be in some sort of vibe of his own, and that's not to say he hasn't been in positions to win them games this season. He definitely has. There have been times when his cameos towards the end have had a positive impact for CSK. Against GT though, that definitely wasn't the case, because of all the balls that he faced, which are about 11. The first 3 he played out for singles. If he had to be hitting from the word go, perhaps the margin of victory or of loss for CSK would have been even lesser. Perhaps, maybe, just maybe, they could have won the game. So Sehwag saying that he came and entertained the public, who cares if they win or lose, is either a sarcastic dig, or perhaps more importantly, he's genuinely meaning it and saying that it doesn't matter what Dhoni does, which again makes no sense, because Chennai Super Kings are a sporting team, a team that at the end of the day will be existing to win games. That is pretty much the point of sport. Dhoni's tribute act does not matter in that particular case, because it's fine as long as it doesn't harm CSK. If it reaches a point where it's harming CSK, then you cannot say who cares if they win or lose. That's just certainly how I feel about it. But I do agree a little more with what it is he says when it comes to giving CSK a bit of advice when it comes to them ensuring that they keep winning. Let's read the quote quickly. He says that Dhoni knows what he wants to do. It's his wish. But if you want to win the match, the strike rate that he's batting at, other players need to be playing at a similar level. So what he said, and this is where he's definitely been complimentary of Dhoni, because he's saying, listen, the strike rate he's batting at is a phenomenal one, and other batters need to be matching that. Truth be told, if you look at it, no one comes close to Dhoni's strike rate this year in the CSK batting lineup. Yes, you do have a few players who are striking at 150, 170, but it's not been at a consistent basis. So in this case, I'll definitely agree with him. The batting needs to step up and step up big time. There needs to be more intent shown. You need more innings in the 170, 180 mark strike rate than let's say 120, 130, especially considering some of the batter-friendly pitches that you've been getting in this particular season. That being said, what he said about it doesn't matter if they win or lose as long as Dhoni entertains is sadly a mentality that a lot of fans have taken literally, because people seem to be going to the grounds only to get a glimpse of Dhoni do what he does best. It's a case of getting the greatest hits out there, which, I mean, in a way, sure, makes sense. But I think at the end of the day, if a player is playing for a team, then his purpose, in whatever limited capacity he has, should be to ensure that the team gets the win. Do we need to be seeing a tribute act at this point in time? Surely we can all fire up highlights of MS Dhoni and figure out how it is that he played in the past and enjoy that, rather than having to trot out nostalgia acts. I don't know. Certainly, I feel like this line of who cares if CSK win as long as Dhoni entertains is one that perhaps needs to go away and needs to not be legitimized, because again, the end of the day, this franchise exists to win matches. It's not there just to entertain. Fans will be most entertained when their teams win the most matches and the most trophies. That's pretty much what fans will be wanting. After a point, you will see questions raised if more games like this continue, wherein Dhoni comes in but doesn't quite get the job done. However, that's just how I feel about it. What do you guys think? You can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the AajTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've done as well. For now, from my side though, it's goodbye.